Welcome back to Alma, Missouri, Chasing the Dream. Happy New Year. We've now been into it for about a week, I think. Kind of lost track of the days already again. But yeah, we are actually in game though. We're on April 1st. So, I guess what I want to do is I want to get this worker set up, actually. Get this cornfield planted. It's going to take forever. Let's get this open. So we'll get them set up, and then I'll give you a little tour of some of the end of March upgrades. As you can probably already see, we've made some. They're pretty crucial to the farm. We got 195k in the bank right now. Some of those upgrades, including this planter, cost a little bit of money. But it is what it is. Let's get a course set up through the old course play. And we'll go back here. Now it picks up that field. We could have did it the other way too. Whatever. You know, it works. I'm going to bring that down a meter just to try to carry a little bit of overlap without overlapping the seeds. So that should help. Everything else I think is good. Should be across the field yet, just like so. We're actually gonna, let's take, 18 meters. Pretty good working with. We'll go to 2. That way the rest of it's up and down, because we're only going to need probably that distance to open this field up. Let's go to the first waypoint and let's get this worker underway. And we'll hop out, let them do their thing. Didn't look at how long that would take, but we'll run over. Creek is flowing pretty good right now after that winter thaw. So yeah, we have bought another fermenting silo in a way, tank, whatever you want to call it. This will also produce digestite and methane. So we'll be selling more of that, which means some solid income. Does not produce electricity, which is the kicker. But this will produce silage at a faster rate, I believe, if I am correct for us. I think when I did the numbers, it will actually produce it faster than our stave silo, so that's good. I will end up probably selling our silo just to create a little more room over there, and maybe we get like a TMR mixer station kind of put over there. That was my thought, try to make that easier. We still got 3 bins there. I haven't put anything across the road besides buying the planter and our new fermentation station, is what we'll call it. We bought this 690. So start producing some larger square bales. Really probably won't need that until the fall when we get. Actually, when we harvest rye and wheat, we'll probably need it for the straw bales, and then we'll do some hay bales for the cows as well. In between one of the cuts, I think the middle cuts, at least the second or third cut, will be able to take hay off our neighboring field that we just bought. Over here, I've kind of been looking around at some dryers. I've got some thoughts. We just have to figure it out, essentially. Pleasant View Farms told us he's got one in the works, so we could use that. It is a smaller footprint. Will take a little more work moving the grain. Got to kind of stay on top of it. Part of me does want larger bin silos, and I want the option where we can dry wheat if need be. So with that, there is one by Squatch Monkey he put out that we could use. I think we just got to make a couple updates to the map, but that would fit in here. I've already looked at it, did the measurements, it'd fit, so that would work. The only problem is you'd have that loud dryer next to the house, but it's no different than this stave silo that made a lot of noise all winter long, and now has finally finished up in March, our fermentation from last end of summer, so it took quite a while. Some other things we did. We sold our baler. Yep, the small square baler, it is gone. Or one of those larger balers. So we get rid of the 2 bale wagons that go with it. We're going to keep the rake, the tedder. We'll need those. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. You know, planting season is here. We're moving into that next stage. We got 1 bag of fertilizer left, 4 bags of seeds, and I have to get that probably put in the back of the truck just so we can get that out there when they need it. And other than that, probably should have washed the cedar. But, oh well. So I'll get this fired up. What we got to do right now is we've got to actually take care of some of the chores around the farm. So we got some manure we got to move. We got to get water filled up in all these. I'll probably throw some more bales down. Actually, let's look at it. We had 8 calves born last month. So a total of 10 this year. Couple bulls. We got 3 there, 4 bulls. So it is what it is. We'll probably create a pen for them, get them aged up, get them worth some money, and go from there. As you see, our other ones, they're moving along. Looks like we'll be able to get 1 more birth out of each of them before we've got to make adjustments, but we will need to throw some straw down, not a lot. Food wise, I think they're fine. The big task here, getting the water filled up, keeping those pumpkins and making us the money, because it's a nice relief in the winter to be able to sell those off and, you know, bring in 40-50K. Covers our expenses for the winter months I should say. Let's not drive up that and break that, like so. Not sure how many runs we'll have to make, and actually I filled up, I did put some more straw. Yeah, we're still cranking that out, so we're good. We sold methane recently. Digestite is getting pretty full over there. So my other thought is we eventually will need to build a holding for all the digestite we have, or we need to start selling it. So kind of get that option. I'm thinking maybe we can sell off half of it. That might be the best solution. I don't know if we can put digestate back in our mini BG up there. I don't think we'll be able to do it down here. And down here actually does not hold much. I think it's 160,000 liters, give or take. So might have to come up with a little bit of a holding area for that to get us through those low points. But see, we're already back up at 200 grand. That mini BJ has been a kicker for us. Really pushing the funds. So we want to keep that thing fed. And like I said, it's going to be good now that we'll be able to make money on methane while our silage is fermenting. Our chaff, our grass is fermenting into silage. So it looks like it's going to be about 3-4 tanks of this water to get our pumpkin patches back up. Greenhouse is fully stocked again. But yeah, we're able to take this silo out right here. Like I said, I want to try to get a TMR station in. You know, my plan is, you know, we'll have those larger bales. It'll make it a little bit easier. And we go from there. So like I said, we'll transport some manure after this. That'll be our next task. To get the manure out of the barnyard. And pretty full there too, so we could probably just bring it right over to the mini BGA and, you know, get that all caught up. And get that, I guess, going through the cycles over there. But other than the planning, I mean, there's not really too much going on, in a way. There you go. But we may maybe some contracts. See if we, there we go. Get that switched over. But been working on a few things off camera. Trying to think out how to incorporate it to you, because this time of year, you know, we don't really have any need for the equipment that I was looking at, nor do we really have the pricing to go with it. But let's jump in here. Something I'm looking at. Did some work. I'm a big versatile fan. You know, recently Exoblode dropped out some modern, more modern Century version stuff, so it's kind of cool to see it. Not sure if I actually put it in here. So versatile. So this is something I went through and did. This is just a reskin, though. People need to understand of some great work custom modding did. We added the logos to it, get the colors adjusted to it, and I think it looks pretty good. You know, 143 grand. Takes a lot of horsepower. This, you know, this is the 40 footer, the 12.12 meters, but there it is, 40 feet. So it's that's a powerful little thing. But I think it came out looking great. Like I said, I'm hoping to be able to incorporate this sooner than later, because I like it. You know, one of the other things we got going that I really like, I get up here into the medium tractors. Is that where we put it? No, I think, which I need to let him know. He did not have an icon popping up for it. Maybe that's changed. So this is what I did. I brought this one over. And I'll see. We got that. Colors on the tires gotta be adjusted again. Last update seemed to always do something with them. But I don't think I put Exoblodes. Yeah, don't see him in here. But he has some great little versatiles. I think the 265, 365, and one other, maybe. But we'll get these in there, and you know, hopefully those come up on sale, because I really like those. But we'll get one more tanker. That should cap it off. I'm wondering how much longer our planters can be able to go before they're going to need us to go down and refill. But like I said, until then, you know, this episode's mostly us doing chores. You know, our rye's looking pretty good. And actually, we're right here. Let's hop out. I mean, it's growing. It's definitely in a really good shape. Not really sure what stage it's on, but we're gonna... Yeah. I think we're gonna get pretty good yield off that. Yeah, we're really focused on the last planting cycle, this planting cycle, you know, really utilizing precision farming, having everything down to where it needs to be, and I think we can really turn out a good crop. And I wonder why I lose sound right by there. That shed. There's something there causing that. Like I said, we should be able. This should top this off with some left in the tank. Then we got to go haul manure. Still don't really have the PTO working on this. That's an issue we'll have to figure out another day. Honestly, if I see something, another smaller tractor pop up, I might purchase it. I should go this way. Another upgrade is a fertilizer spreader. You know, we have that little one. It does a great little job. Maybe something larger might be better for us, especially if we get a larger tractor down the road. Get this back right up. There we go. See how the PTO sits there? That's what I was trying to show. So we'll go back over here. Part of it too, I think, is because where, not so much the PTO. You know, the PTO doesn't hook, but more so how that bar sits up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down past here. We'll turn around. We don't slide off that embankment, and we'll pull up here. I think I mentioned this in previous episodes. Sometimes I'll use the skid steer, and sometimes I'll just come over here and, you know, do the auto load. It's a great little feature. As you see, our calf's in there. But get this done. I'm surprised we haven't got the alert yet that we need to go refill. Getting quite a bit out of this. I notice we're starting to burn through a lot more manure. Still got to do bales. Should be able to pull more out of that. I don't think we're going to have to worry about really doing a second load. It'll be a small amount there. But we'll get this up. Yeah, there he is. He's got to be refilled. So I think what I'm going to do is run this up. As much as I want to keep that thing going, we're already in a tractor. We'll run this up, and then I'm going to jump in the truck and run them down some seeds and fertilizer, because I'm willing to bet yeah, they're probably out of seeds, because it is corn. So let's get that in there. We're gonna get the manure running, right? Look at the electric charge going in there. Like I said, we'll get this back over. Switch out. Don't want to take out this pipe. I already bumped it once. But once we get that filled up, get them back on it. We should go pretty quick planting that. That little case moves right along with the planter. It does pretty well. Like I said, I should start keeping my eye out too for a TMR, a little complex or silo for us. Get a good mix, and then we can add some mineral in on the side. We haven't been putting mineral in over the winter. We kind of got low on that, which is a whole nother thing. Probably should have bought it. Oh well. Cows seem to be doing good. We're getting good milk sales. You know, they're producing a lot of slurry and manure on top of it. So, get around here. Let's hop in here. Been a while since I've driven inside the cab of one of these. Pretty good though, pretty good. So I'll pull it right up here. So I think what I'm gonna do is definitely gonna need the fertilizer. I think I'm gonna have to go to town and grab more. Trying to see. Alright, so I'll get this loaded and we'll go bring it to them. So it was definitely really, I mean, I was able to fill up a lot of fertilizer too, but it was definitely out of seed as we burned through a whole bag. I'm gonna try to cut through here. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're gonna get through. We got up this way. Here's the mayhem of the episode, right? Trying to figure out without driving over. Don't think we're gonna work. So one of the things you gotta think about is kind of need another entry point over here. So I think we're gonna have to get a culvert dug and utilize that, as that drops off quite a bit. Don't really want to be driving back over the field. See, like there, looks tempting, and then you get closer and you're like, no, that's pretty deep. But we're gonna go pull some bales down. Like I said, I'm just gonna fly right across this. This is all packed in pretty good. Probably should have left a little bit of room. But probably just drive this right up by the milk house. Then we're gonna have to go right back out, I think. Actually, we'll probably have to go to town, get some more fertilizer. So I'll shut that off. Let's go in here. Let's throw some bales down. They need some straw. Yeah, we are getting down on the straw. So the hay, we got plenty. We're really not going through as much. Straw, you know, yeah, not a lot going in the mix. But at the same time, there's a lot going down for bedding. So, like, growing up, we used sawdust. That was kind of our thing, instead of straw. We'll head around this way. But yeah, we'll get that in, and I think at that time, we might be closing up on the episode. Yes, girls. Yes, girls. All fired up. They got their calves. They're pretty proud and happy. It's good to see that work out. Like I said, we'll keep, you know, the males in here for now. Be a little while before they're big enough to really do anything anyway. So, keep them in here, and we'll move them. We'll figure that out. Kinda keeping my eye open too, where we might be able to put a place where we can, you know, keep our heifers and our, can't think of the word, but our bulls and stuff. Oh, yes, we're full. I don't want them eating this. So we're gonna just tuck it over here in the bed for now. But yeah, I think that manure is already filling back up. But I think overall that you know, I know this is more the chores kind of episode. And, you know, we'll be upkeeping on the planter, but there's really not a lot for us to do unless there's something good on the sale market. No, not there. Contracts, you know, there's some fertilizing ones. But until we get the PTO fixed on the John Deere, can't really do it. And I don't want to use our largest tractor to go do that. I just don't think that makes sense to take the 9390 out to either plant or run the spreader. So kind of is what it is with that. I probably, now thinking about it, should have turned the application rate, because I could have put some digestite over that corn, even though not really burning that much fertilizer. You know, it should maybe need one more bag, but I don't think, I mean, I don't even think it'll need one more bag, actually. We did put one bag in there, so yeah, I guess, you know what, maybe it does. But yeah, they're gonna work, and we're gonna kinda just tidy up everything around the yard, and you know, we're excited for this. Let's actually see how far along we are in that cycle. You see the corn getting planted there. I mean, our wheat, yeah, our wheat must not be far off. And actually, already saying we could get a first cut. I'm not surprised. We're gonna run across the road after and check that. We got at least till probably end of June, early July before I think the rye and wheat are both ready. We did put them in kind of late. I am more shocked, as we'll run over here. Should no traffic. That this grew up as fast as it did. I mean, it says ready to harvest. Yeah, it's kind of low. this will be the first cut since we seeded it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Take the cut in May. Possibly get a cut in July. And then some rocks out here still. Yeah, I think we get at least 3 cuts, if not 4. Next year, definitely 4, depending weather. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. So as always, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support of the channel. Farmer Taz, out.